What's goody, motherfuckers? Welcome to peak week. We are officially 13 days out, meaning today is the first day of peak week. It's time to put the women and children to bed and go hunting for fucking dinner.
Let's put the women and children to bed and go looking for fucking dinner, all right?
A lot of people think I can't go sub 60 in Phoenix. Well, guess what? I want your blood and I want your souls.
I want your blood and I want your soul.
We're starting peak week off with a crisp 2-hour bike ride. We woke up this morning at 2:30 a.m. We're just striving for greatness, guys. NFG, never fear greatness. We're rolling, baby. Peak week. Breakfast on peak week looks like 5-whole egg, 2 bagels. Wife, she'd like some nasty stuff. Yeah. What about you, Kinsey B? Pre-workout is nothing special. 200 grams of jasmine white rice and 200 grams of chicken breast. What are you guys eating, huh? It looks good, Kinsley B. What about you, K-Dog? Smashing some chicken, I like it. Woo, it is cold here in Arkansas. It's 22 degrees outside. It's like 11 o'clock right now, and it is freezing in my garage. So we are bundled up head to toe, gloves, toboggan, sweater, sweatpants for this warm up. Today we have a good one. We're gonna do a sprint HYROX. Instead of doing a 1 kilometer run every time, you're gonna do a 400 meter run on a treadmill. And then you're gonna cut every workout station in half. If you're doing a 1,000 meter row, you're doing 500 meter row. 1,000 meter ski, 500 meter ski. Just like triathlons have sprint triathlons, I'm calling this a sprint HYROX. Let me know your time below. All right, now that I'm not dying and had a minute to catch my breath, we'll kind of go over this a little bit. On the treadmill, I had the speed set to 10. It's a 344 kilometer or 6-minute mile. Faster than what I'm gonna try to do in Phoenix. I'm gonna try to be 4 minutes per kilometer, which I think would be like a 9.5 speed on the treadmill. So I went about 0.5 faster than what I will be doing at the actual race. Ski, I pushed it pretty hard. I think I was in the mid 140s on the ski erg for 500 meters. Sled push was all types of jacked up because of, you know, the way I had to do it. I probably didn't even do the true 25 meters. I probably did about 20 meters, so that's a little skewed. Sled pull about the same. One way going down was with the rope. The other way was with the handles. It was just easier. Unhooking the rope every time and moving it to the other side. Burpee broad jump, pretty easy. It's 4 down and backs. It's actually 7 meters across, but I figured 1 meter on each side. Probably safe to say I was garbage. So I pretended like it was 5 meters. Went down and back 4 times to get to the 40 meters of burpee broad jumps. The 500 meter row, I was averaging the high 140s for the 500 meters. Farmer carry, I did 10 down and backs with 40-pound dumbbells. For the lunges, I did 5 down and backs in the garage with 20-pound dumbbells. Wall balls, I did all 50 unbroken. That was pretty neat. That was the first time I've done that. Come Phoenix, I'm hoping that I can do probably 4 sets of 25. Not real sure. I mean, I'm gonna push it as hard as I can. Learned my lesson on wall balls. We've been attacking it all prep, so I feel good about it. Overall, this was a great workout, guys. I truly recommend it to all of you. I'm calling it the Sprint HYROX. I don't know of anyone else that's done this on the tubes, but maybe I'm copycatting somebody else. Just so you guys can get a little glimpse in what our prep has looked so far. We're doing well. Obviously, week 3, we did about 19 hours. Last week, week 7, we did about 19 hours. And then this week, peak week being week 8, I'm looking to get about 20 to 22 hours this week. Just truly overload it. And then, of course, we're tapering off on week 9 with a Friday race day. See you guys in Phoenix. Rounding out the macros for the day, we have 300 grams of flank steak and 168 grams of white rice. Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance. You know why? Because in the morning, I'm making waffles.
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
You excited, Bubba? First bite? I love long training days. That means you can eat whatever you want, basically. Stoked. Workout number 1 on a long training day. Little devil's tricycle with Miss Rachel on. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right, guys, that's a wrap on the bike. 32.1 miles in 2 hours. Now we're gonna sit back, relax, recover for the next about 2 hours until the kiddos go to bed. And we'll hit workout number 2 of the day. Peak week, baby! This is what air compression boot recovery looks like with twins. What's goody? We lit up in here, boy. Workout number 2 is gonna consist of a 1 mile run on the treadmill, a 1 mile bike, repeated 6 times. On the treadmill, I'm looking for, 9-minute mile, nothing crazy. We're just gonna go really low and slow. And then on the bike, we'll recover from our mile run and we'll jump back on it and we'll keep going. No rest in between the sets, just rapid fire. That's a wrap on that one. That was a great workout, guys. If you're trying to hit a workout that's going to be low impact on the legs, but still getting after it a little bit, low intensity, but a lot of volume, that's the workout for you. We're going to close this day out with a little bit of abs. We're going to do an ab circuit. We're going to do 10 hanging leg raises, supersetted with 10 cable crunches, supersetted with 200-meter ski. And that'll finish up the day. By showing you how to cook the best ribeye steak you'll ever have in your life. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get a ribeye steak that's at least an inch thick. You're gonna leave it out, let it get to room temperature, preheat your grill. For the seasonings, we're gonna use 3 simple seasonings and a binder, which is that W sauce. Once you have those marinated with that W sauce, you're just gonna let them sit for about 5 minutes. Fun fact for you guys, I always wanted to be a chef growing up, have my own cooking show, so this is pretty exciting for me. Alrighty, these have been sitting for about 5 minutes. Now we're gonna go in with a little bit of kosher salt on both the sides and the flats. You're gonna come back and do the same thing with the black pepper. Finish it off with a little GP. Once you have all the sides and all the flats marinated and seasoned, coated really well, you're gonna let it sit for 15 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes. Key to a great steak, guys, make sure your grill's nice and hot. We're sitting at 350 degrees. We're gonna do 3 minutes, and then we're gonna turn them. 3 minutes, flip them. 3 minutes, turn. 3 minutes, take them off. That, my friends, is exactly what a steak should look like.
Aiden, come here, baby. Come here, baby.
For the final meal of the day, we're gonna do 489 grams of ribeye steak and 200 grams of jasmine white rice. Last bite. Real quickly, let me explain what peak week is going to look like for me personally. So I've been averaging about 16 to 18 hours a week over the past 8 weeks that I've been training for HYROX Phoenix. We are at peak week now. Peak week for me is an overload. I'm already at peak physical fitness right now. I'm just looking for that extra 2 to 5% that I can tweak this week by overloading the system and then coming out stronger during a taper week, recover fully, and you're ready to attack the race. Peak week this week will hopefully include about 20 to 23 hours of working out total. Over the past 7 weeks, we've been averaging about 16 to 18. So we're only going up about 3 to 4, maybe 5 hours this week. Food intake for the week is gonna be kind of sustained. I've hit my goal weight. I was trying to run at 184 pounds. This morning I woke up at 181.3. We're there. We don't really have to cut food anymore. We can start nutritionally adding calories back to our body so we can sustain these long workouts. Next week will obviously be the taper week. We'll have a video on that.